What's a mistake you made early in your career that still haunts you? I was a brand new second lieutenant fresh out of West Point when I made a decision that cost a good soldier his life. We were on patrol in Iraq, and I had been in country for exactly 12 days when everything went wrong. My squad leader was Staff Sergeant Rodriguez, a 15-year veteran who knew that desert better than anyone. He kept trying to tell me we should take a different route back to base because the main road felt wrong to him, but I was young, cocky, and wanted to prove I was in charge. "Sir, I've been down that road 3 times this week," Rodriguez said quietly. "Something's different today. The locals aren't around, and there's fresh dirt where there shouldn't be." I looked at the map and saw that his suggested route would add an extra hour to our patrol. I was worried about looking weak in front of the other soldiers. This was only my second week leading patrols, and I thought showing uncertainty would undermine my authority. I made the call to stick with the main road. "We're taking the direct route, Sergeant. We need to get back for the briefing at 1600. Rodriguez nodded and said, "Yes, sir," but I could see the concern in his eyes. He trusted his instincts, but he trusted the chain of command more. The other soldiers in our squad looked between us, sensing the tension but following orders like they always did. 15 minutes later, our lead vehicle hit an IED buried in the exact spot Rodriguez had been worried about. The explosion flipped our Humvee and threw Rodriguez 30 feet. I was knocked unconscious and woke up to find medics working frantically over his broken body. He was alive when they loaded him onto the medevac helicopter, but barely. I held his hand as they prepped him for transport, and he looked at me with those knowing eyes. "Sir, it's not your fault," he whispered. "This is just the job." But we both knew better. Rodriguez died on the operating table 2 hours later. He left behind a wife and 2 daughters who had never met their father's new lieutenant. At the funeral, his wife hugged me and said, "He really believed in you, Lieutenant. He said you were going to be a great officer someday." I stayed in the Army for 8 more years, and I never made another decision without listening to my NCOs first. But I think about Rodriguez every single day, about how his experience could have saved his own life if I'd just had the humility to listen to someone who'd been doing this job since before I could drive. Sometimes leadership isn't about being in charge. Sometimes it's about knowing when to follow the people who know better than you do.